Alright guys, today our learning intention is to sketch linear graphs using the coordinates of 2 points and write the equation of the line. Okay, and of course the success criteria would be at the end of the lesson I can, or that means you, should be able to plot points on the Cartesian plane using the x and y coordinates. Secondly, determine the y-intercept and the gradient of a line and write the equation of the line. Alright, so first of all, we need to consider some keywords or the vocabulary. We need the vocabulary or definition of some words so that we know what they represent. So first of all is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is represented by letter C. Now this is the y-coordinate of the point where the x value is 0. Okay, so you have here 0 and then y. Or it is the point through which the line crosses y-axis. Okay, so that is the y-intercept. Secondly, we need to look for the gradient of a line. This line, the gradient is the steepness of the line, which is described as the rise over run. Okay, so rise over run, or the y sub 2 minus y sub 1, and then over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so next of all is the equation of a line formula. Okay, it is y equals mx plus c. Okay, so you can see here that your m is equivalent to the gradient of the line, and the c is the y-intercept. Alright, so we need to remember these keywords as we go on. Okay, so now we're going to look at work example number 1. Alright, so we have here a graph. So the green line is the line. Okay, so we have 2 dots here. So this point here has coordinates of 2, 0. Okay, so that is 2, 0. Right, so this point here is 2, 0. Alright, so you have that. And this one here is the, here you have the x is 0 and the y is negative 6. Okay, so those are the points. Now we can go on and look at the different steps. So step number 1, find the y-intercept, which is c. As we defined earlier, the y-intercept is that point through which the line crosses the y. This is your y-axis, and this line crosses y through this point, which is 0, negative 6. So your y then should be equal to, or rather your c should be equal to negative 6, which is this one. Okay, now step number 2, find the gradient. So the gradient, as we defined before, is the rise over the run. So we have rise over run. The rise would be this part. Okay, up to the point. Alright, so that is your rise. Now, how many units is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your rise is equal to 6 units. and your run should be this run, that is 1 2 units. Therefore this one then would be 6 over 2. Therefore your m should be equal to 3. Okay, so that's how we get the gradient of the line. Okay, so the next one, so rise over run, so you have there, that would be m is equal to 3. Okay, so you have that. All right. Okay, so you have that. Now step 3, what is the equation of the line? Now we have the equation of the line is that, so we just need this one. This is your m and that is your c. So we're going to have now y equals 3x minus 6. So that's your m and that is your c. That is the equation of the line. Okay, now let's go to the next one. So you have the next one is work example number 2. So you have another graph here. Okay, so the first one, you have find the y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept, again, it is the point at which the line crosses the y. So the green line crosses the y-axis at 0 0, which is that. Okay, therefore your c is 0. Right, so c is equal to 0. Okay, step number 2, so we're going to find the gradient. All right, so the gradient is the rise over the run. Therefore we can get 2 points on the line, any 2 points. It can be this, it can be that, as long as it is in that corner of the squares. Okay, let's look at this. So that's 1 point and this is another point. We're going to get that. Okay, where is the rise? Rise is a vertical line, so that is your rise. Okay, that's the rise and this one is your run. Okay, so this one here now would be equal to, this is equal to the rise, which is 1 over 2. All right, you can get any 2 points on the line, you will come up with this. Now let's try 2 other points. So we can get this point and that point. Okay, so your rise would be this, right? So that would be 2. All right, this one is your run and that is 4. So 2 over 4, when you reduce it to simplest form, you're going to get 1/2. So the gradient of a line would be just one value. It cannot be more than 1. Okay, now we come to the third part. So m is equal to, let's say, 1/2. So let's have that one as 1/2. Okay, so third one, you're going to have, what is the equation of the line again? Right, we have the formula there, and so all we need to do is to substitute. So you have the m is 1/2. Okay, so 1/2 here, and then the c is 0. Okay, so we may not write this one down, so it becomes now y equals x over 2. 1/2 x is the same as x over 2. Alright? So you have that. It's easy, okay? So first, the y-intercept. Second is the gradient. And the third, you just substitute those values you get in step 1 and then step 2. And you have the equation of the line. Alright guys, let us try this problem. You can see here the table of values x and y, and they are related. And what I would like you to do is to plot the pairs of points, then connect them to form a straight line. And using that line, we're going to find the y-intercept and then the gradient and write the equation of the line. So let's revise how we plot the points. Of course, you're given the x and y coordinates or the Cartesian plane. So you need to plot these pairs of points. So this pair would mean 1 point. And this pair would mean another point. Okay? So remember, you have to look at x first. So that would be your x-axis, and that would be your y when you plot them. Okay? So across and then up or down. Alright, so I'm going to give you some time to work on this, and then I'll show you the solution to this problem. Alright, so the solution to this problem would be this. Okay, so the first point here was negative 2 here and negative 2. So that was the first point. Okay, and then negative or 1, negative 1, and you have 0, and then you have here 0 and 2, and 1, that's 4, and that is 2 to 6. Okay, so draw that line there. And then your y-intercept as c is equal to 2. So this is your y-intercept. Okay, gradient. So we're going to get 2 dots here. So I'll choose this one and that. So the rise is 2 over 1. Therefore, your gradient is equal to 2. Then your equation of the line would be y equals 2x plus 2. Alright, that's the end of the video.